Now, you can listen to Wine and Dine Radio while shopping at the grocery store or your neighborhood wine merchant. Wine and Dine Radio can be heard using your wireless internet on your cell phone. You're listening to iWineRadio. iWineRadio is a production of Food Tastes Better with Wine on the web at iWineRadio.com. Hey guys, I thank you for listening to iWineRadio, and we are still the only wine channel on iTunes Radio. If you go look under iTunes Radio icon and scroll down to News and Talk Directory, and it's listed alphabetically, click on that and the stream comes up immediately. iWineRadio.com, where you can find links to individual guests. And if anyone's interested in advertising or becoming an underwriter or sponsor, please contact us at iWineRadio.com. We really, really appreciate your support. The more support we get, the more conversations I can have with fascinating people around the world, including you. If you have a story to tell that you'd like to share on iWine Radio, go to iWineRadio.com and contact us, and we'll go from there.
This is Ann Tuennerman, founder of Tales of the Cocktail, the world's premier global cocktail event. You can find out more information at talesofthecocktail.com. That's TALES of thecocktail.com.
Welcome to Wine and Dine Radio. I'm Lynn Creelo-Chamberlain.
Hi there, this is Andreas Larsson.
Hi, this is John Capon.
My name is Mathur Jaffrey.
Hi, my name is Heike Platter. I'm from the Alto Adige region, or Südtirol.
Hi, my name is Paul Dolan. I am absolutely passionate about growing organic and biodynamic fruit for our wines.
Hello, my name is Lorena Garcia.
Hello, my name is Fritz Maytag.
This is Joyce Locke. I'm the author of Foodie Fight.
Hi, this is Lydia Mandave, founder of 29 Cosmetics.
Cheers, this is Rob Barnett, CEO and founder of VinVillage.com, where wine lovers connect.
Today, I am so excited to bring to you a conversation with Ann Tuennerman, who is the founder of Tales of the Cocktail. And I really hope, if wishes come true, that this is the first of many conversations with her, because Tales of the Cocktail is a very significant entity in this day and age devoted to the cocktail. And you can follow her on Twitter. Her Twitter handle is at Mrs. with a _ cocktail. Now, the excuse, and I thank you for the excuse, and it's a glorious one at that, for having this conversation, is that she was one of 2 Americans who were presented with the 2012 Cognac Awards. The Cognac Awards celebrate personalities in the trade and media who have championed cognac through their work, and she was near Cognac to receive this in person on September 20th. And Anne, I'm curious, did this come as a surprise to you?
The award did come as a surprise. When they called me and told me that I had been selected, it was a pleasant surprise, yes.
Hey, how long have you been a fan of cognac?
Well, for many years, and I think the reason that they possibly selected me is we've worked closely several years with the Cognac Bureau, that the abbreviation is BNIC, and we've also worked very closely with companies like Pierre Ferrand when they launched their 1840 cognac. So we really have been fans of cognac. It has a really great, history in the cocktail world, so we've very much been fans of it. I didn't know that would lead to an award, but that was really nice. But we have a lot of good things to say about cognac, and just the people. I mean, I could go on about the cognac houses there. They're just phenomenal.
Do you have a favorite cognac cocktail, now in the fall here, or does your mood change, or are you the type of person that always likes to be consuming it just neat?
No, I think cognac is phenomenal in cocktails, and that's how I drink it the majority of the time. And that's really the reason that the Pierre Ferrand team also came out with the Cognac 1840, because if you read a lot of cocktail books, gin, cognac, these were the main spirits in cocktails in the late 1800s. There was not vodka or some of the other spirits. So back then, cognac was primarily used for
blending.
Right, for mixing in cocktails. So they came out with a style of cognac that is representative of what people would have been using in that time.
Oh, so how is it different? Is it less aromatic? Is it lighter? How does it, serious, because I have no clue.
It is a little lighter. Again, it's specifically made for, mixing into cocktails. And the gentleman that runs Pierre Ferrand is really amazing, and he goes to auctions and buys old bottles and collects recipes and journals from people. And so what he literally had pre-phylloxera cognac that he could taste and compare with this particular, with the Cognac 1840. And he created it with the help of David Wondrich as well, who was the other award winner and actually just a leading historian. So he worked with his cellar master, and then he also worked with, David on that too. So it's what they would have used in their juleps and crustas and punches and things like that.
Not bourbon
during that time.
Not bourbon, cognac.
Right, exactly.
Wow. Is part of your fascination and passion about cocktails linked to your interest from the historical perspective of how cocktails weaved into history in the United States or wherever?
Yes, I mean that's the total reason ended up into the cocktail world. I have a tremendous love of New Orleans, being from here, and I originally started a walking tour of New Orleans bars and restaurants to tell our story of all the famous spirits and famous cocktails invented here. I've taken a lot of courses and done a lot of things, but I've never actually worked as a professional bartender. But yes, I mean, great brands have great histories, great cocktails have great histories, and that's very appealing to me, and I know that's appealing to other people as well too. Somebody like Pierre Ferrand, the thing is, he is like, if you were living a few hundred years ago talking to one of the original Hennessy, family members with what he's doing on the innovative front.
Do you have right now a favorite bar or a favorite restaurant that you visit?
Honestly, I like them all. When you were asking about cognac cocktails, too, there's a great bar in New Orleans, if somebody happens to be here. It's a new bar in the Windsor Court Hotel called the Cocktail Bar, and they actually created a cognac cocktail named after my little dog. And it's really good. It's savory. It's got some Thai pepper in it.
Wow.
But no, I mean, I don't have a favorite. I mean, there's different bars and restaurants you go to when you're in different moods. But, not one that I go to all the time. Like in the same vein, tonight I'm going to a new bar and restaurant that has opened here with some great bartenders and cocktail programs. And so, I think we have our, go-tos, but then we always want to explore new places as well, too, because, it's interesting to see what people do with different ingredients in different places and different styles.
So are you a prolific tweeter? When you're at this new place this evening, will you be tweeting out, oh boy, I just had this drink and it was marvelous or something like that, or do you hold your tongue?
Oh, no, I definitely will. Like yesterday, I was at a Scotch tasting in the afternoon, and I was, tweeting and Instagramming the whole time. So I like to share those things and tell people, when you find something that you like. So I'll definitely be tweeting some of the cocktails and food that I'll be enjoying this evening.
So talk to us about the next Tales of the Cocktail Conference, and can I also ask why? It's just brilliant of you to found Tales of the Cocktail. How did you? Where were you at in your life? In your head, where you saw that there was a need for such thing.
Well, I kind of mentioned it with a tour earlier, but really I've been very lucky with the founding of Tales of the Cocktail. Like I said, I started a walking tour of New Orleans bars and restaurants. My background has always been in marketing and promotions, and I kind of have an entrepreneurial spirit. But at the time, there was nothing that really told the story of New Orleans' great bars and restaurants and all the cocktails invented here and their historical significance. So from the Sazerac to the Brandy Crusta to the Ramos Gin Fizz to Peychaud's Bitters, all these wonderful stories that people did not know about. So I started this walking tour, and to celebrate the first anniversary of the walking tour, came up with the idea of Tales of the Cocktail. So the idea was to celebrate the 1-year anniversary of that walking tour. So the first year we had 2 events. My husband likes to say an opening and closing event. And we had several well-known mixologists and cocktail book authors. I don't know how I called up people like Dale DeGroff that I did not know. And convinced them to come to New Orleans.
It's fantastic.
But it just really received a great response, and people said, oh, you really need to, do this again and make this happen. And so I think it really worked out perfectly, because ever since the beginning, that's been the spirit of the event. So we've grown with input from our attendees, which are the world's most influential bartenders.
Big time.
We like to say that we just organize the event, but really we work with bartenders and those people, and they curate it. So we're constantly looking to feedback from them.
That is a great expression that you're the curating. I like that a lot.
No, they really do, because we're constantly talking. I mean, I've already had 3 what I call roundtable meetings post this Tales with bartenders in Dallas, Houston, and New Orleans, and I'm getting ready to head up to the East Coast next week and do the same thing in D.C. and Boston and New York. And so, we sit down with those people and constantly ask them what they want changed, improved, updated, and, because we program the event for them.
It's so clever. I talked to Becky Sue Epstein last year when she was at the event, and it's just nonstop from the moment you wake up to the moment you get to bed. There are so many choices, and everything is very academically stimulating.
Yes, it really is.
Well, Ann Tuennerman, it's been such a pleasure talking to you today. We congratulate you on the Cognac Award and hope that we can continue the conversation with you a couple times a year about what's going on with Tales of the Cocktail.
We would love that. We'd love to have you join us one year.
I love a good cocktail. I'm not so good at making them at home. But
that's okay.
Thank you so very much, and have a delicious rest of the day.
Thank you very much.
We will have links up for you to learn more, and don't forget you can find out what she's doing at Mrs._cocktail on Twitter. Okay.
This is Ann Tuennerman, founder of Tales of the Cocktail. Okay, hold on.
That's okay.
I'm thinking about what I was going to say after that. Hold on a minute.
Now you can listen to Wine and Dine Radio while shopping at the grocery store or your neighborhood wine merchant. Wine and Dine Radio can be heard using your wireless internet on your cell phone. You're listening to iWineRadio. iWineRadio is a production of Food Tastes Better with Wine, on the web at iWineRadio.com. Hey guys, I thank you for listening to iWine Radio, and we are still the only wine channel on iTunes Radio. If you go look under iTunes Radio icon and scroll down to News and Talk Directory, and it's listed alphabetically, click on that and the stream comes up immediately. iWineRadio.com, where you can find links to individual guests. And if anyone's interested in advertising or becoming an underwriter or sponsor, please contact us at iWineRadio.com. We really, really appreciate your support. the more support we get, the more conversations I can have with fascinating people around the world, including you. If you have a story to tell that you'd like to share on iWine Radio, go to iWineRadio.com and contact us, and we'll go from there.